Abeg, who mathematics help? All the 2x plus yx wey dem teach us for school, wetin you don take am do? Wetin you don take am do? Hello everyone, good day for wherever you're watching. If you're coming across this beautiful face for the first time, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back again and again to check up on me. I really appreciate you guys so much. I want to quickly share some tips with us, especially parents or guardians, or if you are hosting your sister's children, your uncle's children, like your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. If you are hosting kids or teenagers, if you are hosting them during this summer break, I have some tips for you, to engage them. So in some part of the world, like in the US, their summer break is almost over now. In fact, some states in the US have already resumed for the next session, for the next school year. But in Nigeria, and I think in the UK, I think they are still in the summer. Actually, in Nigeria, we are starting our summer break officially tomorrow. So I'm so excited to make this video. We have one attitude in Nigeria, and I think most African countries, that all we think about with our kids is for them to read, and read. Our kids will go to school around 8 o'clock in the morning. They'll finish school by 2. They will start lesson in school by 2 to like 4. After 4 p.m., lesson teacher will come and teach them at home. During weekends, they will still go to lesson, or teacher will come to teach them at home. Any small thing like this, they will tell them, go and carry your book, go and read. If they are playing like this, their parents say, oh yeah, go and carry your book and go and read your book. When I was your age, I used to read every morning, every afternoon, every night. I've seen scenarios where maybe I am just driving home from a place around 8 o'clock in the night. I will still see kids. I'm talking about 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, still in their school uniform, around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. in the night. The first thing I have here is, let your kids learn a trade or a craft or a skill during this summer break. Like tailoring, hair making, drawing, artwork, computer programming, and whatever skill they can learn. Something that is outside their 1 + 1, 2 + 2, A for apple. Let them learn a skill. And skill. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́, jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ yẹn kọ́ iṣẹ́. Do you understand that? Like in my own case now, my baby girl, she loves plaiting hair a lot. And there's this friend of mine that is doing like hair making class for kids during this summer break. But the only constraint I have is the distance. I live in another town from that my friend. If not, that would have been the best option for my baby girl. Like, she's so much interested in, she can twist hair. She knows how to add like attachments or extension to hair and twist it, although it's not neat, but I see the interest in her. So that is one thing you can allow your kids to learn during this holiday time. Let them learn a skill, tailoring skill, hair making, gele tying, whatever skill that sells, decoration, everything. Any skill that can fetch them money in the future, please let them learn it during this summer period, okay? It's not about learning mathematics and English alone. Abeg, who mathematics help? All the 2x plus yx wey dem teach us for school, wetin you don take am do? Wetin you don take am do? Let these kids learn skills, abeg, please, okay? So moving forward, another point I have here is, let them do house chores. Let them learn how to do house chores. This will not apply to all kids out there, especially the younger ones. This summer period is a time for them to learn how to do house chores. I know during school time, we may be in an hurry in the morning to sweep the floor, to wash the plates, so that we will not be late to school. But during this summer period, when anybody is not in an hurry to go to school, that's the time for them to learn how to sweep the floor, how to pick up their toys after them, how to wash plates, how to wash their pants, their underwears, how to wash their handkerchiefs and all. So this is a time for them to learn house chores. Okay? So make it a point of duty to take them through doing house chores during this holiday period. In fact, my own kids, they have started it already, because my sister that was staying with me for a very long time, she has gone back to school. And now I used to tell them to pick up their toys. I give them broom to sweep, even though they don't do it properly, but still I have made them to know that they have to start being responsible for cleaning of the house. If you know how to dirty the house, you should know how to clean up. Okay, so this holiday period is a time to train your child or your children or your wards, or teach them how to do house chores. Okay, because we have all the time in the morning. We are not rushing to meet the school bus. We are not rushing to beat the lateness time or whatever time. So they have the time, all the time in the morning or in the afternoon, to do their house chores. So another thing I have here is teach them how to cook. So this is a time for them to learn how to cook. I'm not saying that 5-year-olds should start pounding yam or doing making jollof rice or fried rice, but just involve them in the cooking process. Like now that they are on break, when you are cooking for them in the morning, you can call them, bring maggi, bring salt, bring palm oil. You will be surprised that some of them don't even know what curry is, what thyme is. But this is a time for you to like familiarize them with whatever is going on in the kitchen. Okay, aside cooking, you can also bake together with them, like make cakes, make pastries. But I'm saying this, I don't know if I can do that baking part as well, but it's something that you can try to do with your kids to engage them during this holiday. Teach them how to bake. Even if you as a parent does not know how to bake, you can watch videos together and then you follow the recipe together, like you do it together, like just bond together with them while baking or while cooking a special dish. Okay. Another point I have here is you can enroll them in a music class. Like my son, he loves he's into musical instruments. He's trying to learn his keyboard, his piano. I have a teacher that comes to teach him at home, and whenever we go to church as well, he tries to practice with the church piano as well. So you can enroll your kids in a music class where they can learn musical instruments like drum sets, violin, guitar, keyboard, piano, any musical instrument of their choice. So this is a perfect time for you to enroll them in a music school. Okay. Another thing you can do for your kids during this summer period is for them to learn a language. I have so many people I'm following on YouTube from other parts of the world, especially in Europe. When I see their kids speaking French, speaking Italian language, speaking Finnish language, I'm always proud. Like, oh, look at these kids speaking another language fluently. So guys, during this summer period is a good time for you to enroll your kids in a language class as well. I also love that my kids will learn another language, and I'm working towards it as well, especially French. French language is hot cake in the world today. So I would love my kids to be able to speak French very well. And if you are in the abroad, if you are not in Nigeria, and your kids don't know how to speak your native language, my kids can help you teach your kids Yoruba language. If you are a Yoruba person watching this video in America, in Italy, in UK, and your kids cannot speak Yoruba, I beg, employ my kids. They can teach your kids Yoruba, okay? So this is a perfect time for you to enroll your kids in a language class, French, Spanish, and the likes. And if you are abroad and your kids cannot speak Hausa, they cannot speak Igbo, they cannot speak Yoruba, this is the time for you to enroll them in a language class. Another thing you can do for your kids during this holiday period is for them to try a new thing, like something that they have not done before, and then you can, I'm talking about affordable things now. Like me now, my kids have not gone to Disneyland before, and I cannot afford Disneyland now. So I won't force myself to do something I cannot afford, okay? But if there is something you can afford that your kids have not done before, and they have been asking you for, you can use this holiday period to do it for them. Like in my own case now, I'm thinking that I will take my kids on a train ride. They have not been on a train before. Even me, myself, I just had my first train ride this month, last month, July. So the video will be coming up on my channel sometimes later, okay? So I'm planning on taking my kids on their first train ride during this holiday period. And also, they've been telling me they wanted to go to the beach. Even me, their mother, I've never been to the beach before. So you can use this period of holiday to take your kids to a place where they have not been before, okay? Another thing you can do for your kids during this holiday period is to let them start practicing personal hygiene on their own. Like I keep saying in this video, during school days, we're always in a hurry to bathe them, to brush their teeth, to comb their hair. But during this holiday period, when nobody is rushing to nowhere, you can make them brush their own teeth by themselves. Even though you can come back to brush it again, you can make them have their bath, you can make them comb their hair, like clean their shoes, arrange their stuff, their rooms. I've mentioned something similar, but this time I'm talking about personal hygiene. Make them take care of themselves literally during this holiday. Even though if they don't do it properly, you can always go back and, you know, do it to perfection. But this is a perfect time for them to learn how to take care of their own self, like their own personal hygiene. Another thing I have on my list is allow these kids to play very well during this holiday period. Guys, I know I'm guilty of this point. I'm talking to myself on this point though. I don't like the kids to play rough. Like, if they start playing now, I'll just be telling them, that's enough, oh, come inside, don't play again, don't go outside, don't do this. This is the time for them to play very well, although under proper supervision. I'm not telling you to allow them to be climbing tree and be jumping down, or to be jumping inside the river, or inside I'm not telling you to allow them hurt themselves or do things that are harmful to them, but let them play with sand if they want to. I'm very guilty of this. Imanella, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? She's playing with sand while I'm talking. Ella. I'm guilty of this, I know. But allow them to play with sand if they want to play with sand. Allow them to cook with leaves. Allow them to make amala with water and sand. It's a learning process. Imanella, be very careful. My daughter knows I cannot tolerate this. Like, but allow them to play. Like, afterwards, you wash their hands, you clean them up, but allow them to use their hands to do role play, to cook with sand, with leaves, okay? They cannot do this childhood 2 times, so it's only 1 time. One thing is to take them to the farm. Yeah, take them to the farm. If you have a farm, let them be involved in the farm work, because that is where the food is coming from, okay? Or if you have a trade you are doing, this is the perfect time for you to let them know about your trade, the business you are doing. If you are selling food, let them know about the business. If you are selling clothes, take them to the market. Let them know how the business is being done. Even if they are not starting the business, even if they are not going to be doing it in the future, let them know 1 or 2 things about your business, okay? Last but not the least is that this is a perfect time for you to increase the spiritual intensity of your home. Yes, again, as I've been saying in this video, we are always in a hurry whenever our kids are going to school. Like, we want to beat the time, we want to beat the traffic, we want to beat the... You have washed your hands. That's good. We are going inside. We want to beat the traffic, we want to beat the late time, we want everything to be ready on time. So most of the time, including myself, our family also, our morning prayer suffers a lot during school days. I will not even lie. We just do short prayer session on school mornings. But this is a perfect time for you to have enough time for the kids to pray with them, to tell them Bible stories, to tell them more about their spiritual growth, to tell them more about Jesus, about the things they should do, the things they should not do, to make them know the right things, like spiritual upbringing. Just make sure you intensify the spiritual atmosphere of your home during this holiday period. Sing hymns with them, take them to church, just be involved in their spiritual growth during this holiday period. This is very, very important. I hope I've been able to pass 1 or 2 messages across to some parents out there, because in this Africa that we are, especially Nigeria, all we know is for our kids to read, work mathematics, write essay, do this, do that. It's going to be the end of this video. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up and let me see your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, Emmanuel, come. Shiba, mo fẹ́ ya picture ni now. Káwọ́ sílẹ̀. Ó yá say, wọ́n ti press the chair, má ṣubú. Ẹ ti press mi lọ sẹ́yìn. Ó yá say cheese. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.